Good morning, Chairman Stile, Ranking Member Morelli, and members of the House Administrative Committee. My name is Jessica Morgan from Dallas in Luzerne County, and I'm here today as a judge of elections and as a registered voter to report to you on the sorry state of Luzerne County Election Bureau and the chaos that's been occurring for the past 3 years on Election Day. Specifically, I'd like to tell you about my experience as a judge of elections on November of 2022, and to say that I believe that elections should be run fairly and impartially, and all voters, regardless of party affiliation, want fair elections. I've held this office as elected judge of elections for Dallas Borough 2 since May of 2021. And in that capacity, on November 8th of 2022, although several workers were reporting to me that they were out of paper most of the day, I had no such issues in Dallas Borough 1. In fact, I had extra paper and was able to help a fellow poll worker in Dallas Borough 1 who needed paper and was less than 2 blocks away. Since Dallas 1 is my polling station, I told her I'd bring her a ream of paper if I could get to the front of the line and vote myself. She agreed, and I drove over the paper and I voted. The polls had a line of 50 people who were clearly unhappy that were told they had to use emergency ballots at best, and at worst, they may not be able to vote at all. I noticed that several of the residents were walking away, disgusted. As I entered the library where the polls were set up, I saw the poll workers clearly in panic mode, telling people they had to vote on emergency ballots and that they would be counted. She expressed concern that she was going to run out of both emergency and provisional ballots since the Election Bureau had only supplied her with 50 of each. She'd been in touch with the Borough and was told that they had no extra paper. When I got back to my polling place where I worked, I began to receive frantic calls in the afternoon from a friend who lives in Hunlocks Creek, asking me what she should do because they were running out of paper. She and her husband had been to the polls and had not been able to vote due to a lack of paper for ballots. The judge of elections in Hunlocks Creek had been in touch with the Bureau, and they said they had no paper to send her, but they were working on the problem. My friend told me that her son had tried to vote and was told to come back later in the day. I later learned that her family returned to the polling station several times during the day and eventually were given photocopied ballots with identified numbers to vote. They were upset because they had to vote at a table without any privacy whatsoever.